The infamous front squats. So I've been avoiding this exercise for a while now. I personally believe it's because it's just always felt uncomfortable and I never really saw the benefits of it. People would ask me if I've ever front squatted or if I do it on a regular basis, and I'd be like, no, my leg development's good. Like I don't need a front squat. Well, front squat has exposed my structural weaknesses. I tend to actually hunch over a little bit when I'm walking. And, with the front squat, you have to keep the bar in front of you and you have to keep your elbows up and keep your chest up. So that is really why it's felt so uncomfortable. So I've really had to check the ego, start at square one, go back down and wait, and really try to perform this exercise well. Also, as you can see, I do have 2.5 pound weights under my heels, and that's actually because I have weak ankles too. So not just a weak upper back, but some weak ankles too. One of my goals is actually to fix this. I'm gonna really start trying to incorporate more front squats into my workout at the beginning of my workout. I think that front squats can be more beneficial to me than the back squats. But don't worry, I'm not gonna give up back squats yet. That's for sure. With this leg workout, I did the 3 sets of the front squats, and then I decided to back squat on top of that. And long story short, since my structural issues hinder me a little bit, my back was torched by the time that I did these back squats. And it was causing me to lean forward, so I had to drop the weight even more. And I could definitely feel it in my legs and in my back. Obviously, doing a little bit of leg extensions. A lot of people like to do these at the beginning to warm up. I like to do them midway through my leg workouts. It really depends, but for the most part, I've been doing them midway through my leg workouts because I don't need to use a lot of weight on this exercise. I think it's really important just to really squeeze the quadricep when you're doing it. Get a good stretch, get a good pump. I usually do a little bit more volume, probably between 15 to 20 reps on average. After that, I decided to work on my hamstrings. And hamstrings are a really neglected body part. A lot of people think, oh, just squat. But I think that once you really start focusing on your hamstrings, you'll get a lot of great leg development. This gym in particular only had the lying leg curl machine. So I kind of had to be a little bit innovative, a little bit creative with my hamstring workouts because I've realized that volume is also important for this movement too. One thing to also think about with this movement is do not point your toes. You want to really be focusing on keeping your feet really limp so that you put all the strain on your hamstrings. Also, I used to lift my hips off of the bench, and now I'm really kind of just pushing my hips into the bench and trying to keep them down, and that really puts even more tension on my hamstrings. Just like with the front squats, I had to check my ego, lower the weight a little bit. The stability ball leg curls, I actually took these from a female workout for legs, but I find them to be very beneficial for me too. The key with this is to really keep your core tight, and obviously you have to stabilize. When you bring your heels up on the ball, you're kind of like almost pushing your heels into the ball, which contracts your hamstrings. Really like this movement, really difficult to do. I'd recommend kind of maybe not keeping your hips as high as mine to start out because, like I said, it is pretty difficult for somebody that's beginning to do hamstrings. Like I said, I had to kind of be creative just for the fact that there was not a seated leg curl, no other real hamstring machines other than the lying leg curl. These hamstring extensions, also stole these from, actually her name is Nikki Blackadder. Check her out. Maybe I'll put a link in the description. These are actually just to flush out all the muscle fibers in my hamstrings. This is a good ending workout. I obviously felt it a little bit in my back too because I had to keep my chest up. But it was a good way for me to finish off the hamstring workout. And you can really find that machine anywhere. Always follow Twitter, Instagram at Bringing the Beef.